The information and discussions shared on The Love Show are from personal accounts and experiences. Listener discretion is advised. This episode contains explicit language and frank discussions of adult themes or sexual content that may not be suitable for all audiences. Any communications, considerations, or recommendations are not a substitute for medical, psychological, or licensed professional help in wellness or recovery. Please seek a qualified practitioner regarding specific needs or concerns. We thank you and hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome to The Love Show, an exploration of love, romance, relationships, and sacred sexuality. This is your invitation to dive deeper into your innermost self and strengthen the bonds of love and intimacy. Jennifer Rose is an international psychic medium, transformational guide, channel, writer, and healer. With the help of fellow trailblazers, Jennifer's mission is to combine timeless wisdom and modern spiritual awareness to transform and evolve humanity, all while encompassing healthy transformative love, epic beauty, and divine connection. Now here is your host, Jennifer Rose.
Good evening. Hello, I'm Jennifer Rose, and welcome to The Love Show on the Sacred Spiral Network. How are you all doing this evening? It's been a wonderful lineup of shows here today, and we're here to kind of finish it off and wrap it up with Love Numerology. So I'm super excited because we have the one and only Kelly Brickel, psychic medium, numerologist, and host, owner, producer, and creator of the Sacred Spiral Network, joining me here today. And we're going to learn all about love, relationships, and how numbers can help us understand those better. So very, very excited to be having her joining me as well. We had a few giggles together because we're girlfriends as well before the show too. So thank you all for joining us this evening. I'm really happy that you're all here today. A couple of just really quick announcements. We've got a wide variety of shows coming on for the rest of the week on the Sacred Spiral Network. This coming Friday, as we're moving into Memorial Day weekend, it's a holiday weekend for us over in the U.S. as we're honoring our those who have sacrificed their lives in service over in the military. So it's Memorial Day weekend. And on Friday, I will be doing a reading show with Kelly Brickel, once again, Nancy Maritala, Lynn Juno, and Fran Pierce. So it's a chance to get together and be in community and fun and laughter with all of you as we share some readings to give some hope and healing to people as well and honor all of those in service. So we're very excited to be doing that this coming Friday. And next Monday, I will be going live at 12 p.m. Pacific. This is on Memorial Day with my good friend, Vietnam veteran Ronnie Shabazian. As many of you know, him and I get together every year on both Memorial Day and Veterans Day to honor those who have served and spread awareness and share information that can be really helpful for those who have been in service and are veterans as well too. So please do join us on day as well next Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. in the UK. He's a good friend of mine, just beautiful soul. And so we're very excited to be getting together once again. So with that, my friends, let me go ahead and I'd love to say hi to everybody who has joined us so far. I see our lovely Jennifer McCormick is with us. Hello, Miss Jennifer. Thank you for being here and joining us here. I just saw you over on Brian's show. So till we meet again, my dear. Okay, and Lynn Juno, beautiful, good to see you as well. Lynn will be joining me this Friday on our reading show. Again, we'll be very excited to have her with us, along with Nancy and Fran and Kelly as well, too. I hope I'm getting all the names right. Oh my goodness. Good to see you, Lynn. And oh, there's me. All right. And then Miss Stacia, thank you for being here and joining us here today. We love you, girl. So thanks so much for joining us here. I see the lovely Vivian is here as well, joining us from Hawaii. Aloha, my dear friend. And thank you also for being here. Great to see you. Michelle, there's my friend Michelle here. She's one of my queen sisters over here in Southern California as well too. So thank you for joining us, Michelle. Great to see you. Big hugs, my friend. Good to see you. And our Evelyn Chesnam from Solving is here. Great to see you, Evelyn. Thank you for always supporting us as you always do. We love you too. We love all of you so much. I love all of you, each and every one of you, oh so much. So please know my heart is full, and I get super emotional, but I got to keep it together as well too. You guys know me. Hi, Joey. Great to see you again. I'm so happy that you've come back. Thanks for the smiles. So, well, thank you, Lynn. I appreciate it. A little wave here today, so thank you. I greatly appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Miss Shelley, hello. Good day to you too. Thank you for being here as well. Great to see you. Jessica Flowers. Great to see you as well too. Silencing my phone. Thank you for joining us here as well. And let me see here. All right. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Illig3333. Love the numbers there. Thank you for being here and good to see you as well. Okay, I think I'm just about caught up. And Miss Ashley, the new filter medium. Good to see you. Hi, Jen. Good to see you. Ashley just went live with Michael Zinn last week, so you can catch the replay of that over on the Sacred Spiral Network YouTube channel, which does remind me, everybody, if you've had a great experience with these shows, they've helped you, they've given you a smile, they've given you some healing, a really fast and easy way to give back and help us all to keep growing together is to heart our video if you're on Facebook. Give us a follow over on Facebook on our pages. If you're over on YouTube, you can thumbs up the video as well too. And you can give us a follow also on our different YouTube channels. So Kelly's got her YouTube channels at Kelly Brickel, at Sacred Spiral Network, and mine is at Medium Jennifer Rose. And you just can type the little at in there, put it in there in the search box, and it gives you a little celebration surprise when you hit the subscribe button. So it's a great way to give back, and we greatly appreciate it because it helps us just keep growing. It tells Facebook and YouTube we're doing a good job, so they keep this content flowing as well. And I do thank you for all the hashtag lives. We've all gotten really good at that. So I think Michael Zinn taught us how to do that as well too. So we're grateful to him as well. He's got us all trained well with our hashtag lives. Hi, Nancy Martala. Looking forward to seeing you on Friday, my darling. So thank you for joining us as well. All of these beautiful queens have joined us. So how exciting. Hello, Jess. Hello, Jess. Good to see you, beautiful. And Jess has also been on, she's been on my show as well with Ashley. So there's a recording back of that on the Sacred Spiral Network and also on Michael Zinn's show as well too. And I see our beautiful Kim Princess has just joined us as well. So good to see you, Kim. We're looking forward to seeing you on For the Love of Spirit. She's going to do a channeled message on our next For the Love of Spirit Sunday spiritual service, which is 2 weeks from yesterday. And by the way, everybody, Lynn Juno, fabulous medium. She came on as our guest medium for my Sunday service, and she just rocked it with a beautiful inspirational messages and her readings with her ribbons. And so I just got to give a shout out to you, Lynn, first. So thank you so much for that. It was just so much love and light shared that day too. And so grateful, and we'll have her back again. Of course, Elliot Martinez, my friend, our divine masculine, has joined us. Thank you, Elliot. Maybe some of our other gentlemen friends will find their way here as well too. So good to see you, Elliot. Thank you for joining us. And Elliot's a good friend of mine, also from Southern California as well too. Fabulous musician, beautiful soul, heart of an angel. So I'm so happy to have his energy with us as well too. So all right, Miss Shelley, you are here too. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Love you, love you, love you. And let me see. I think we're all caught up. And if I missed anybody, please forgive me, and I will try to track back. So you're all saying hi to each other. Lynn was amazing. She really was. She really was. It was great. It was great. So we're blessed to have each other. We are blessed to have each other. Okay. And Miss Evelyn is saying she totally rocked it. It was cute. She was checking to see if she had a little bit more time during the mediumship portion of our Sunday service. And she's so used to asking Kelly because she's got a show on the Sacred Spiral Network on Fridays. She's like, Kelly, how much more time do we have? And I popped in. I'm like, you got about 10 more minutes. It was super, super cute. So it was totally funny. Anyways, all right. And we've got, let me see here, Michael, Christopher, good to see you too. Late to the party, but always welcome. So you're joining Elliot Martinez of our two divine masculines who have joined us here today. So thank you for coming on and supporting myself and Kelly and joining all of our wonderful friends as well too. So thank you. All right. I think I have been talking enough. Miss Kelly, are you ready, my darling? I think she's giving me the thumbs up. So let's everybody welcome my beautiful friend, but also a fabulous numerologist, psychic medium, all things spiritual, full of knowledge, and the producer, owner, and creator of the Sacred Spiral Network, making all of this possible, Miss Kelly Brickel. Hello,
Hello, everybody. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, everybody. Gosh, I love the comment section. It's so fun. I was cracking up with it. It was super sweet.
It was super sweet. It was so funny. We're just so lucky to have all of each other, we really are. And so, yeah, it was a great service too. And Colin made a surprise entrance as well too, and surprised us all a little bit towards the end there. So we were very grateful to have him, also another medium who's been on our service and just rocked it as well too. So excited. So everybody's saying hi to you. Let me see here. You've got Vivian is saying hi to you. Jess is saying hi. Miss Jennifer McCormick is saying hi. And Ashley is saying hi. So Ashley, we're all, yes. Joey Bard is saying hi.
Nancy,
beautiful.
Jennifer,
Nancy,
Michael.
Yes. And Kelly and Stacia, everybody's saying hi. There we go.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Rowan. Hi, Kim. Great to see you, Kim. Hello.
Hello.
I can't do it like Fran. Fran can stretch out the Mrs. Dogfire. Hello.
She's hello. All right. The gentlemen are joining the party here too. Brian Lar has just showed up as well too. Good to see you, Brian, my friend. Good to see you. So, all right, Kelly, we're going to be talking about Soulmate Synastry, the love formula here today. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and wisdom. You're really good at numerology, my friend. So I'm gonna read your bio real quick, just in case. The gang is all here. You're right, Nancy. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Does that sound good?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, beautiful. Our fabulous Kelly Brickel is a numerologist, psychic medium, healer, spiritual teacher, and owner of the Metaphysical Broadcasting Company, Sacred Spiral Network, which launched in 2024. With over 11 years of metaphysical experience in service as a professional psychic medium, numerologist, and healer, Kelly's passions are learning about the soul and energy. Whether the connection is through spirit, emotion, or vibrational numbers, there is always a pathway to information waiting to help. You can find Kelly teaching, conversing, and sharing her gifts weekly on Sacred Spiral Network, as well as her podcasts, The Psychic Hour and The Numerology Hour, too. So there we go. And hello to everybody who's joined us. All right. Are you ready to go?
Yeah. Absolutely. Right. Hello, Elliot. Hello, Jennifer Garcia. I could just keep saying hello to everybody.
I know. Lisa's here as well. Take your time. we can get your colors out.
Oh, I forgot to put that I'm a numerologist by my name. Look at that.
Oh, we can have that on. Now. Yeah, let's do that right now. Okay. And thank you all for hearting our video over on Facebook and thumbs upping us over on YouTube. Thank you. We really appreciate it. All right, Kelly, my first question. How did you get into numerology and realize that they kind of hold this code or secret to helping us understand our relationships?
Sure. Well, I got into numerology quite a bit ago, like 20 years ago. And I was studying energy. I was studying what it means to be a psychic, a medium. And first of all, I really was trying to understand if everything was real. And then I've put this out here and told this story of sorts to people. But I said, okay, now that I know that it's real, because that was a separate journey. Well, what about astrology, numerology, tarot, runes? Like, why do people even use tools if this is real? Why is, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Because when you're just, figuring it all out, you just go, okay, well then let me just do more research. So I looked into astrology, but I started surface with a lot of things because I wanted to look at it from different angles. I wanted to look about how in the newspaper you always had a horoscope. So I started looking at sun signs, and I would scratch my head and I'd just be like, I don't know if this is really accurate. And it's true, there's just way more to astrology than just the basics. So it didn't intrigue me right away to really dive in to learn about astrology. But as soon as I started looking at numerology, it intrigued me right away. I saw connections right away, where I just kept going and started to get fascinated. I started looking at birth dates and seeing personality traits that correlated with the numbers that they were born with. So throughout the years, I would just gather up research. And when I started to make charts for not only myself, but friends and family, whether they asked or not, sometimes I would just do charts and I'll be like, I want to know if there's a correlation to why I get along with this person, right? I'd even do it with like my boss sometimes. If I would find their birthday out, I'd just be like, what's your birthday? Yeah, like tell me your birthday. I would do those things because I was researching, but I wouldn't go up to anybody at that time and be like, I'm going to give you a reading, right? No, it was just like, I just want to know the people who I surround myself with, if there's things that actually work, where my life can get better or I can treat them better. And so I would learn about people's birthdays within my life because that's what I would use it for, to see if I could make them feel understood and cared for, or they could understand me better. So I would use them to actively better my life and for people to feel good. So it wasn't immediately like I was a reader of sorts for others. I was just learning. And as I went forward, I started doing this so often, and numerology started being such a part of my life. I was like, why am I not doing readings for people? Because I actually did start doing mediumship for people, and I did healing and psychic readings. I was opening that up for a couple of years professionally before. I was like, why am I not? Like, this is silly. It's time. So then, with a lot of knowledge under my belt, I started putting that out more.
Well, I'm so happy you did because you're so good at it and you help people to understand themselves. And then you also help people to understand other people in their life too. I don't know how you do it so fast, but you're like magic with the numbers and you just, and then you come out with all this information, but there's a relief in knowing that there is some kind of like formula or pattern that helps us to understand things better. And I think it maybe also gives us a little bit more empathy and compassion for others, because then we're not expecting them to see the world with the exact same lens that we do, because they have a different number, a different, all of that, including, the astrology aspect of it too.
Absolutely. Me too.
I'm getting a number, so I'm just doubling the numbers. That's all.
Two is very empathetic, so you're really leaning into that with understanding people. Double twos.
Double twos. We love the twos.
Yeah, I do think that it's immensely helpful, and it constantly surprises me. There's certain things within numerology that I'll open up for a little bit and it will just blow my mind, and almost I'll like forget. So I'm constantly playing around with different rules, as well as having these standards of what I know that information to do. But yeah, it's mind blowing. You can sometimes predict like when somebody is moving, when they're gonna date. We're talking more about love. be ready to open up to that. You can see that within the numbers, definitely, and also very specific things.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then, so we're not just doing everything blindly like we kind of think we are. There's actually like a sort of a force, behind all of it that's, kind of showing what's going to happen. And we're kind of like following the script, if that makes sense in a way too.
We're following the script much more than we realize, which is
Yeah.
kind of alarming to me, but I do think we have choices within the script. But yeah, there are definite themes of how easy or difficult things are going to be. And that shows up very black and white for someone to consider.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely too. And yeah, it does make you question free will when you start looking at astrology and numerology and you see how like perfectly it explains things that have happened in your life that you may have thought gone wrong, but then you're like, but it's right there, right in front of you. So, and Miss Stacia is saying it's wonderful to get validation of why we are wired the way we are through our charts. And Brian, yes, numbers are so pure and they never change. Yeah, so they give you, there's this I get what he's saying. It's just like it gives you this calmness because you can trust them, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
there's
we're
an
talking.
orchestration and patterns that go far
Yeah,
beyond what we're constructing. Absolutely.
exactly. So there's like comfort in that. There's kind of it brings a sense of peace, I think, too. So Miss Kelly, we're talking about synastry, and can you explain what synastry is and how does that help us to calculate a love formula for people, since we're kind of focusing on love and relationships. We've talked about it with astrology, but how do you explain synastry and how it works with understanding love and relationships?
Sure. So synastry is another word for compatibility charts. Okay. So you're taking two charts and you're putting them together to understand how they work together, or they benefit or cause strain on one another. So inherently, no chart is bad or good. You're just going to see things that work or don't work. And it can lead to, outcomes that possibly are positive or negative because people are going to have big feelings about them. And that's just the way it is. Like, it's our perception and our interpretation with the energy that make the events happen.
Okay.
And so,
And so, yeah.
go ahead. Yeah,
No, keep
please.
going. I thought you were done, but keep going.
I
Sorry.
took a pause. Just guide me how you want me. No worries. So from the two charts, you can see if there are similar interests, if you communicate the same way, if certain things make you happy the same way, if you two are in flow at certain seasons within your life. We have themes and archetypes that need to play out within our life. And sometimes charts line up really nicely in order to really solidify and strengthen the relationship or challenge the relationship, even if you do have good numbers. So there's timelines you want to look at, as well as just inherent characteristics.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I think that it's like you're getting a little bit of a whisper in the ear for like what you're focusing on, so if you're like, why is this happening now? The numbers can help to explain like this is kind of like the theme that's showing up for you and your relationship. And then if you know that, you can be like, oh, that's why. And then you can like maybe take some proactive steps to enhance that area.
Absolutely. And communications of like, hey, this is probably going to be a little bit difficult sometimes. This is what you can do to weather that storm, because you can actually see from the behavior and characteristics within the numbers of people what they're more likely to do than not, and how you can calm or quell certain things that come up within them.
Okay. I love that. Calm or quell. Like, smooth it out so it's not quite such so rough. I like that too.
Calm, quell, or quench.
Okay. Oh my. There's just this loud noise on the street over there too. Okay, so I've heard you speak about like the life path number and the attitude number and these different kinds of numbers when you calculate too. When it comes to our love and relationships, what's the like most important number that you tend to focus on when you're looking at that for people?
Well, I look at their core six, so I'm looking at multiple numbers because I have to see how the
Hmm.
numbers are in symphony with one another, especially with synastry. So I'm not looking, I can tell you about ones that I do look at very seriously, but it's how they all work together, and I'm looking for a series of patterns. Like for instance, there is a rule within synastry, at least the way that I learned, one of the ways that I learned about relationship numerology was from a numerologist called Glynis McCants. And she would look at people's core six numbers, which are the ones you just mentioned, primarily. And she would say, if you have a 4 out of 6 score, you have an excellent, compatibility potential. If you have 3 out of 6, that's great. That's okay. That's good. If you have under that, so if you have 2 out of 6 or 1 out of 6 or 0 out of 6, you kind of are going to feel the difficulty. And so it's important to talk about it. And that is a sign where it might not be the best relationship.
Yeah, that was my next question is what if the numbers are not compatible when you're looking at them? Like, are they doomed or is there any hope? If
Well, it's a mixture. It's a mixture. So to answer the first question, the biggest numbers that I look at are attitude number, because that's like your personality and how you communicate.
Mhm,
So will you two even understand each other easily? That accounts for so much of how you
mhm.
trust, how you open up, how you're able to share, how you're able to let go, how you're able to merge. That's so important for just friendships, even. My gosh. And then I look at the soul number. I think that's very important. Would your partner get what makes you happy? That one isn't a need. Um, Sometimes you can be very different, and as long as you kind of know that you're opposites and give each other what you need, that's important. I do look at that one and I do talk about that one, but the the attitude one is pretty important just across the board, whether you're in a marriage or a friendship or it's a business relationship. So that's one I look at pretty seriously. But yeah, like if you have 0, 1, or 2 out of 6 of your main numbers, your relationship is not doomed, but it showcases that both of you would have to be very neutral and very evolved to handle your differences. You'd have to constantly be like, okay, I'm going to slow down. I realize that I have to be careful with my words, not because you don't like me or I don't like you, but we might run into misunderstandings easily. Okay, I had to be very open and accepting that you're going to have your own life and I'm going to have my own life to get our needs met. And then we're going to return to each other. And that's the beauty of the relationship. You're going to have a different speed than I have. I'm going to have to be okay with that. So you would have to look at what are the maybe deficits within the relationship that maybe might be irrelevant to a couple that is just, I really like you, and that's enough. I really love you, and that's enough. That's not enough for a lot of couples. They want to go do things together. They want to feel heard. They want to be someone's safe space. You might not get all those feelings if you have vastly different numbers. That there is something to be said about that, and I can go into that deeper. But yeah, that's just an
Yeah.
example.
It's similar with astrology too. That's if you're handed sort of a rough combination, then your choices are really to work so hard on yourselves that you kind of move above your charts. That you've done so much healing that you move above it, or you just decide to love each other as you are with all of the things you do or don't like about each other. So it's kind of like those are your choices in the matter. Have you ever seen? And hello to everybody's join us. So I have you ever seen anyone get 6 out of 6 when you've done these charts? Like oh my god, like these people are like
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
amazing. Like
so I'll even deepen it. So there's, you can get 6 out of 6. That's not very common. I have seen it. But then there's like really good numbers, 6 out of 6. So in order to get a 6 out of 6, you have to have like good numbers or better. And then there's great numbers. And so it's very rare. The rarest one is to have like great numbers, 6 out of 6. Because you're striving for that point to have good or great. And so like good is, oh, they're similar numbers. And then great numbers are like, oh, the numbers are functional or exact, like functional, they work the same way, or the exact number pairing.
Okay. I'm going to stop really quick. People can just add up their month, their day, and their year just to get a starter number, right? Like they can get their life path number just by adding up all of the individual. Do you add up? Because sometimes if you add it up in different ways, you can get a different numbers, right? But you just take each individual single digit and then just kind of add them up on a calculator and see what you get.
Yeah, you can just add it across the board. Like, 0 is 0. So if you're doing like 2000, you're just going to add a 2 because, you don't need to add that. But
Right.
yeah, you just add it straight across the board. And that's your life path. And then the attitude number is even easier. That's why I'm just like, oh, the attitude number is so powerful and it's so easy to grab. It's just your month plus your day. And then your personal day number is just the day you were born on. And then for all these numbers, you're going to reduce it into a single digit. So if you get like a 20, you're a 2. If you get a 37, you're a 1. 3 plus 7 is a 1. 2 plus 0 is a 2. Things like that.
Numbers are so much fun. They really are. They really are. Brian's saying the 6 out of 6 would be Lynn and James. I agree with you, Brian. I haven't seen their numbers, but it's got to be close because they have such a great relationship.
I'd be curious. I've never done their chart. We've talked about things, but I've never. Right. I'd be curious. There's definitely.
Stacia's like, I want to see what her and her husband Rex are too. That would be so much fun. Yeah.
For real. Yeah. No, it would be very enlightening, and it will explain your dynamic. You can like see love at first sight numbers. You can see how people like were attracted to each other through the numbers. You can see people's tastes through the numbers. It's very interesting.
You can see love at first sight in the numbers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What does that look like? Getting the romantic in me all excited. She's like, what?
You can have different indicators, but one of the classic ones is like, for instance, if you're attracted to each other and it shows up in more places than one, but you have your personal day that's similar to the other personal day number of your partner, you will feel like, oh my God, this is like my soulmate. This is a person that feels like me. This is a person that I just feel so connected to. They're the same. So if you were born on a 4 date and your partner is born on a 4 date, or if it's a similar vibration like a 2 or an 8, because that's a harmonious number to a 4. So the feeling of sameness and harmony like permeates out of both of you when you just first meet the person on first impression. And you just go, there's something so special about this connection. It just lights me up.
Yeah. And you don't know why. You just know you feel it.
And you don't know why, right? That's and then you can see chemistry. So you can have opposite numbers and just be like, you guys were different, but you were just hot for each other. You can see that with the numbers. Yeah.
That's so cool. I love it too.
You can see the friction, and then you can see who kind of like, proud on who as well.
Oh my God, that's too funny. So people can't keep secrets when it comes to the numbers. You can sit there and look, and then they're like,
people can't keep secrets when it comes to energy, and then the numbers can help highlight that. That's for sure.
The numbers and right. Astrology. Do you now the opposite could be true too? Like, could you look at the numbers and go, oh my God, this one's going to be like super toxic or really unhealthy or dysfunctional? Can you kind of look at that and say, unless the people decided to do a lot of work, like you can see like that would be playing out?
Yeah. Because when you are around somebody with different numbers than you, and both parties are not healed, it will lead to toxic behaviors. Like, for instance, this is a classic one that I'll talk about a lot. Like 2s and 5s, very different. And within dating, like you would have to be ascended to do well with each other, because
You were
twos
a
are
2 and
like,
a 5? Okay.
if you have prominent 2 placements and then your partner has a 5, or if you have 5s and they have a 2, you have opposite needs. Okay, so like a 2 is like,
Mhm.
I want to hold you, I want to take care of you, I want to be close to you, I'm sensitive, I want to learn about your soul. It's romantic, it's empathetic, it's very quiet even, and intimate. Okay, so there's these, think about the multiple word choices I'm using. And 5 is, it's
Mhm.
very extroverted, it's life is a party, I want to go out and meet a lot of people, I don't want to be tied down, I want my freedom, I want to adventure, I like a little bit of chaos. Okay, a 2 gets
Mhm.
fried from chaos, a 5 thrives with chaos. So in a lot of romantic dynamics, when you see that between the 2, you have somebody that sometimes doesn't really favor compatibility with commitment. They like their partner, but they're not rushed to make the commitment unless that person is like the one. If the person is the one, the 5 will commit, or learn how to commit, or the 5 will be like,
Mhm.
I've traveled, I've seen the variety, you're it, like, and I don't do this for anybody. And that spiel is very normal. I don't do this for, I just, so I don't do this for anybody, and I'm putting up with a lot because you're worth it to me. A 2 is like, oh, I would give you this devotion even if you weren't the one. This is how I treat people who I love. I treat them very gently, and I care about them. Okay? So extreme emotional sensitivity.
In
The 5
twos.
could have 2s as well, right? And so it could make them
Mhm.
more sensitive. But if they don't have any 2s within their chart and the other person is stacked with 2s, ooh, yeah, it's a theme that will be played out unless both parties are very mature and they've already dealt with these parts of themselves, where, the rules don't apply. It's just souls appreciating
You have
one
to
another.
transcend, yeah, you have to transcend the numbers and transcend the signs too. So it can be done, but like
Can
Danny
be
said,
done.
it's a tall order.
Yeah, it's a tall
Yeah.
order, and it also, like, you have to be at peace. I think this is pretty important, and
Mhm.
that's what I don't, like,
Mm.
promote necessarily this. I don't promote, like, transcend so you can, like, find the one, you can find anybody. A soulmate is somebody who teaches you something about your soul. Your soulmate could be
Mhm.
somebody that you don't have a great relationship with. Your soulmate could be someone you have an amazing relationship with. They're meant to teach you things. But usually we want to, again, this is not fixed in stone, so there's no rules that have to, like,
Mhm.
concretely apply. But we usually
Yeah.
want friends around us, or business partners around us, or close family, or especially a partner or a lover, that
Yeah.
when we come home and we let our guard down, we don't have to do the extra work to feel like we are accepted, understood, and heard. So you kind of want your partner to make life easier most times, I would say, or for you to come together so you can make it easier for each other.
Yeah. That makes sense too. And, what about the twins? Do you see that in the numbers as well?
Like the twin, tell me, oh, got it,
The
got it. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Um, I think I haven't looked at enough charts with that light. Um, I've seen dynamics where people have, so you're talking about like twin flames.
Mhm.
You're talking about
Yeah.
twin flames right now. So I've
Yeah.
had a lot of people come to me saying like this was a very impacting relationship, and
Mhm.
um I knew that there was something there, but it didn't work out. But I'm just so connected to them, and for many years, it's hard to like let go because they do feel the pull. I definitely have read for charts like that. When people come in, I don't always go into the deep of it. I just go, let me look at your chart and let's talk about themes. So yeah, definitely there's aspects like that. I usually see like there's a couple indicators of why people get hooked on one another and why those things can play out. Like they will have numbers that mimic other parts of their chart but aren't entirely compatible. And then usually you'll see like themes like whether you could say it's twin flame or avoidance or people who broke each other's hearts, one person ran. You will see the the twos and fives a lot. Actually, we'll say you'll see the twos and fives or a five play out somewhere, or the opposite numbers, right, going back and forth.
Or there's like a karmic type of relationship in there as well. That sounds like one of those as well too. Just curious about that.
Sometimes the attitude number is similar to the life path number. So aspects of each other are being developed and played out, and like you've mastered certain things that the person comes to you for, even though you are not going to execute them the same way in life. They show you the energy in a different way that helps you learn about yourself. That's reflected in the numbers definitely at times.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And so people can come back afterwards, even if a relationship has ended, and to get some closure and understanding. And then you can be like, okay, this is kind of where things went. And I think that would help, like I said, just to get that closure and understanding, so then they can like maybe move forward and kind of get some answers, because it gets so confusing for people.
Yeah. Well, the beautiful thing about numbers is like it's a fixed energy that you get to explore until the number changes. And so our birth date numbers never change. We're given those to play out throughout our life, but our names sometimes change. Whether you're male or female, you could change your first name with a nickname, or when women get married, they would change their name. And so you can actually take your name from when you were born, as well as when you got, let's say you've been in several relationships, like let's say you got married several times. You can actually go back to, let's say, 1960 or 1980, whenever that relationship was, and say, this is who you were at the time. Let's talk about it, and let's talk about how it's different to who you are now. And you can just take that from the person's name.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, you can see like points in time. Or we could go, hey, what year do you want me to look up? And you just you look at what their numbers are at that time, just with in correlation with their birthday, with what themes they were playing out within their life. And you can tell if they were having a difficult year, or specific things that actually did happen in that year sometimes.
Yeah. I guess this is just slightly personal, but because I know that I'm a 9, is it hard for the 9s because they kind of came like for everything? And then we have a bunch of questions that we're going to get to from people here.
Yeah, I would say like every number can have their challenges, but classically the 8s and 9s I think have the tallest order. The 9s, yes, because what happens is you're compelled to serve others, and you are pulled into situations and spaces because of things that are not of your own choosing. Usually it's just like, hey, can I have help? Or, hey, I'm just going to start talking, and I'm just going to give you an idea, or I'm just going to ask you something. And then you're creating this road of your life based on inspirations, impressions, askings, epiphanies, and you're just like, where am I going? My goodness. And so 9s can get very overwhelmed. So they always deal with like boundary issues and learning how to assert themselves and actually create identity within all the pulls of life, because 9 is very Pisces like. It takes you on this spiritual journey where you're at sea and you're hit by this wave, all of a sudden you're over there. And
that's why I'm a mermaid, even though I'm not a water sign.
Here you go. And you've walked up to another shore. So
oh, that's too funny. It's because of the 9. Now I understand it. I never got 9 that
9 is the number of the survivor, though. So you're built to last.
Oh yeah, that's what I always say. Like some prehistoric creature, like that's still alive and shouldn't be today.
Yeah, your nines are very sturdy. Sixes and
Yeah.
nines are very sturdy. Eights are very sturdy too, but they're actually incredibly fragile before they become rock hard. Um,
Hmm.
if they never have deep roots within the soil, they can snap really easy. They won't bloom readily. But man, once they find the right soil, the right nutrients, they can be even stronger than any of the numbers. It's just nines are kind of like innately born with like being able to thrive, survive, because life is very difficult. Eight has to find that power that nine naturally has. So on one
Yeah.
hand, nines do get a difficult life, and they're going to have to forgive a lot, and they probably will be in romantic themes where they
Hmm.
don't always have the best relationships because it's a theme about forgiving and boundaries within their life. So
Yeah, that makes
yeah, they have
sense.
to be very
That makes
careful.
sense. Yeah. And I've got all of your questions marked, everybody. So we are going to get to your questions too. I have one more question, Kelly. Can you tell like when someone's going to get married, or when they're going to meet that perfect someone, their soulmate, or when they might actually go through an ending of relationship based on like looking at their numbers?
Well, I can see like themes that are going to play out. And so certain numbers are very conducive to new relationships or for people opening up their heart. So that's like a very
Hmm.
big one. You want to see like ones and twos and threes, and that's like a beginning of a cycle. So people go through cycles. So they're basically like chapters of people playing out their life, and we have multiple chapters. And like think about a new book you're going to write about your life or enact within your life is every 9 years. So if you're at chapter 1 and 2 and 3, that's a great time to find a new relationship, because one, you have new motivation. You are like inflamed with the hope of, gosh, even if you know it, you don't know it, even if it's playing out subconsciously, you're just like, I have energy again. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like I can be, able to do some of this stuff again. You'll just have excess energy. The two is all about healing and self-love and understanding the things that you have played out within your life and how it led to where you are now. And it leads you to connections that will stimulate you understanding that for yourself if you can't do it for yourself. So two is about one and the other. So a lot of like new pets come in during this time, new friendships, relationships. It's a very good number for that, the two. And then like three, that's the number of communication. So again, that's a great friendship number because life forces you to be social. It gives you opportunities. It makes you feel like getting out of the house. It makes you want to be curious and try new things. So these vibrations will make you approach life a certain way that will help you find your person or help you get out there if you've been really bogged down. So like 7, 8, 9, that's the ending of cycles within your life before you reset again. And when you're reaching the peak, a lot of you is going with inward and saying, well, what do I want to change? I don't want to be this way anymore. I really need to take
Hmm.
account of this, and it's time to get serious. And usually you're not able to go like, okay, like cool, I wake up and I'm able to change it. When you're in the fresh cycles, you're able to change it because you've done the work. You went,
Okay.
you went through the
I'm
dark night
looking
of the
forward to
soul.
next year because I'm a 9 and a 9. So next year I'm a 9 and a 1. So I'm excited.
So you start off light, kind of like
Yeah.
one's like the morning, nine's like night. So
Oh my.
nine, yeah, nine is notorious for being very comfortable within the light and the dark of life. They're very good with
Wow.
duality. They're very
Yeah,
open-minded because they know how to survive in the dark. They know how to work
that's true.
with right. So the survival concepts again. But yes, usually when you're in the light of your life, you find the light of your life.
Aw, that's so
Yeah.
sweet. You should write
It's
that
not always
down.
the case, but that is a very strong indicator to help start. Yeah.
You should
That
write that down. When you're in the light of your life, you'll find the light of your life. Oh, that's so sweet.
was very
All right.
sweet.
That's so beautiful, Miss Kelly. Thank you. I have a whole bunch of questions from all of our friends here today. So, Miss Shelley, she's saying my partner's a 12 and I'm a 14. So I think that means a 3 and a 5. Is that correct? If she added all the numbers correctly?
So
Or if
I
she meant I'm on the 12th or maybe the 12th day and the 14th day. I'm not sure.
would guess, and I'm not sure. So I'm mixing up how to say her name. Mish. There you go. Forgive me, Mish. You just let me know to make sure, but I think you meant like, you were born on the 12th and then, excuse me, your partner was the 12th and you're the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Our
right.
partner's on the 14th. Yeah.
So you would be a 3 and your partner, excuse me, I'm doing it backwards. You would be a 5 and your partner would be a 3. Okay. And so, it's great because if your partner is born on the 12th, they're a 3 and they pull people to them, first impression. Okay. So there's this element of 3 energy that makes other people feel like you are warm and accepting and fun. And so it's very approachable energy. And you out in a crowd will always be approached in some way to be asked something very simple, or if someone's looking to make a connection, most times they're not going to be afraid to say hi. At least you invite people to you. So if you can understand this, Mish, that like you felt very comfortable when you first met your partner, and your partner like kind of was excited because they couldn't figure you out. So it created like a very curious dynamic between you two, and a lot of you feeling this, the 3s and 5s, if you're looking at your other numbers too, there's like, high energy when 3s and 5s come together. So it creates like a spark that you can just talk. And again, it opens up that channel very quickly. So quickly you were talking, quickly you both had a lot of electricity and interest in one another. It wasn't like you were shy and one of you had to open up, if you can understand this.
Yeah. She hasn't replied back, but I'm going to say, get it, girl. She's got this part.
She will. Mish is very,
Yeah.
kind with her commenting. So I'll just wait for her.
Yeah. And then in the meantime, Heidi was just commenting, she's a 6 and she recently asked Gemini about the planetary event and how the energies would influence her. And she was blown away by what she found out, that she's in a 9th year, and it all made sense to her too. So yeah, right there with you, Heidi. Too. And then I have not heard back from Mish yet. And then also, let me see here. Jennifer was saying her partner was 17 when they met. He was born on the 17th. He passed on the 8th, which is like a 1 and a 7 added to 8. 11 and 22 have followed me my whole life. And then he passed on 8, 11, 22. So there's a lot of synchronicities with the numbers.
Yeah, there's numbers that definitely follow us throughout our life. And I mean, my goodness, there is, the 8s, just like you said, Jennifer, there's an 8 that is trailing events within your life. That's definitely for sure. And you look at receipts, look at addresses, look at times. They would paint an even deeper story. So,
and we've got 22 right now clicked in. I was like, there's that 22.
Oh yeah, we do. There's
Look at that.
Right
Yeah,
there.
it's matching. That's so cool. Okay. And then Miss Kelly was asking, I think she got she's looking at 3 or 4 because she was adding her numbers up. So she was curious. And then she said later, where are you, Miss Nancy?
Okay. You're a 3, Nancy. I wanted to double check, but yeah, you're a 3. So add one more time.
Yeah. And her husband is a 9. That's
okay,
that's
good.
She
she corrected herself. She's like, oh, I'm a 3.
Yeah, she fixed it. Yeah, she figured it out. Yeah. She goes, oh.
That's great. A 3 and 9 go together. So like 3
Yeah.
6s and 9s go together, 2 4s and 8s go together, 1 5s and 7s go together. And we have multiple numbers. We don't just have one or two numbers. So we're looking for like patterns and placements where things play out in certain ways with these numbers. But that is a sign of compatibility for you two to have a 3 and the 9. That means like your life is very social and very busy. Family is abundant. You are devoted to the people around you. You have similar values within that. And you're okay with living a very get up and go life at times and supporting each other with that energy.
And by the way, happy anniversary, Nancy. They just celebrated
That's right.
a
Anniversary.
long marriage anniversary too. So, which reminds me, she's going to be coming on the Love Show very soon, and we're going to be talking about that. And you're going to be our next Sunday service, and so I'm so excited. Like we're just sharing in the love.
We are. There's a
So
lot of community like coming out.
yeah, so at least the numbers are good for that. And then Lynn is also a 3, and James is a 6. So that's pretty compatible too, correct?
Exactly. The 3s, 6s, and 9s, they all go with each other. So, yeah, they're another classic example of a couple having very compatible energy. And again, I would apply that, what I said to you, Nancy, and your husband, same with Lynn, very strong family values, very busy lifestyle where it makes you come alive to be around your friends and family. You live for your friends and family. It's what gives you life. So 3 6s and 9s are the social numbers. So if you have a partner who has that mission too as well, you're not going to be having somebody that goes, oh, you're going to your mom's house again, oh, the kids recital. No, you're gonna have a partner that's very like, yeah, that's important. Like, let's make sure that the kids and family have as many enrichment and opportunities as possible. We want them to grow. We want our family and the people around us to feel connected and loved and supported. So these are very strong themes within the social numbers.
That explains why we're all friends too, because we seem to be all these like 3s and 6s and 9s and everything. That's so cool.
Yeah, we have like I have a 3 in my attitude, which
Mhm.
is complementary if you have 3 6s or 9s within your life paths, which most of you ladies do. So like we help develop each other and mirror and support each other, right? And we get it. We get it.
That's so cool. I love it. I love it. And then Ilig 3333 was saying when you were talking about the 5s and the 2s and how, like those are going to be really challenging. She says, I'm a 5, but the 2 kind of love sounds great. That was so sweet.
Well, two is the love number, so it's in its element. So 2 is the love number because it is about others and themselves at the same time. They can't help but see things in a way that is not just about themselves. So they're very sensitive to energy. They pick up energy of environments, people, and they're not even trying. Okay. So that's somebody with like a lot of 2s, or that's somebody with an attitude 2, especially someone with a life path 2 would be learning how to grow into that as well as experiencing that actively. But yeah, a lot of times 2 is the love number because it so beautifully looks after for their partner. And most people would be like, oh, I'm looking for that, I would say. It's just, at the end of the day, do people want freedom? At the end of the day, do people need more alone time? At the end of the day, do people, let's say, want to have their partner assist them within opening up with learning about who they are? If that's a yes, the person themselves looking for that probably has 2s or 4s or even 6s within their chart. To like the nurturing love numbers, where they want to be around another person and their life doesn't want to be lived alone. You're gonna see that. If someone had a lot of 5s, maybe they would want it, but they wouldn't naturally use those mechanisms to live life in. They would have to they'd have to open up and step out of their shell and be like, I'm ready for this now. This sounds like something I want with one person, not with most relationships.
Yeah.
And
I
again,
just
she's
imagine that would help. I would imagine that help if someone was like, why isn't why is my partner having such a hard time committing or something like that? And then you find out that person is a 5, right? And then you would be like, oh, and then you wouldn't be blaming the other person for how they are, if that makes sense.
well, it depends on what they're doing. Okay.
Yeah,
So
how you go about it, how you communicate, all of that. Yeah.
because as long as someone's being truthful from the get-go, you shouldn't expect anything other than what the person's communicating. If someone's being deceptive,
Mhm.
it's a completely different story. If someone
Mhm.
is having lack of self-awareness and they're saying, oh, I found out that I actually didn't want this, well, you could probably see in their numbers why. You would also have to learn about the trauma about a person. Someone could have a lot of 2s and 4s and be very avoidant and not want to have a relationship. And it's because of when they were growing up, they were so sensitive, and their caretakers and close friendships like absolutely violated, them being comfortable to do that with other people. So you have to see in the ways that they're running away from the relationship, in the way that they're scared
Mhm.
from the relationship, and how they're acting out, whether it's in an honest or dishonest way. But yeah, Illig, I hope I'm saying your name right. You've told me how to
Yeah.
say it in the
That
past. I
was
think
it was just such a sweet comment. She's like, "But that kind of love sounds great." So,
it does sound great because
yeah.
two is a love
Yeah.
number, but she probably has not a purely 5-driven chart, I would imagine,
Mhm.
even
Yeah,
though
because we have a
she's
whole bunch of numbers, and so they change everything around and how that works. Yeah, too. So, okay. And then Kels is saying she's 6/15/77 and her husband's 8/6/76. So
okay. So that's June. I'm guessing June 15th and June
June
8th.
15th. So 6, 5 is 11, 12,
So she's a
19, 26. So she's an 8. Is that
she's
right?
a yeah, she's an
Did I
8.
do good math?
You
Okay.
did good math, correct. So she's an attitude 3 and a life path 8, and then
Okay. And I think her husband's a 9. That looks like a
and
9.
her husband's an attitude 5, and then correct, he's a 9. Correct. So yeah, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna like concentrate for a second. So again, you're seeing like the 5 and the 7, excuse me, the 5 and the 3 within the attitude numbers. So both of you are open to adventure, if you can understand that, Kels. And You're very like social, Kels, especially when you're comfortable. Like you can open up and just talk for hours and laugh, and you're funny, and you get others to open up around you. And your husband's kind of like, okay, I guess we're doing this, and you keep my attention, absolutely. So you play off one another very nicely and very naturally. And this is another indication, if you can understand Kels, because we're seeing um let's see, an 8 and a 6. I'm looking at your numbers and they're like backwards in my mind because the UK is
Yes, she's
different
doing
than
them
the.
UK style. Yeah, so 6 to 8.
So for 2 seconds I was like, wait a second, I have to. But if you can understand that when your husband met you, he felt like he could trust you. So he opened up quite quickly to you. And when you met your husband, you saw him as somebody very like sturdy, and you respected him, but you had to like kind of figure him out to equally open up. So it's like on first impression, you kind of have this trusting, nurturing energy to you, where all of a sudden people are spilling their guts, and you're like, okay, I can work with that. And he comes across as very like serious, and that I would say that's a good thing. Like it's a little bit of intensity, right? And you go, who's this person? It's a little bit mysterious, and
Mhm.
if you can understand these dynamics when you first
So
met.
I don't know if Kels is still here, but we can still learn a lot, even if she's not still here, we can still learn a lot just from those numbers too, though. I haven't seen her check in, but I'm glad we at least got to address it. Yeah.
Her husband, though, is a fun guy. He's very open for trying new things. He's a humanitarian of people. He is definitely someone who can live life with an open mind. I'm gonna put it like that, since all of a sudden the numbers went away. So I'm just
Oh, sorry.
I was looking at them for a second.
I was like, Ed's here. Hi.
Hi, Ed. Hi, everybody. Hello.
See if I can go find her again here. Okay, here it is. I'm using the stars, so that's helping me.
So if you can understand, Kels, like you are, once you're like, I do feel like you're very funny. I do feel like you can get other people to open up, but I do feel like for yourself, you're not that way with everybody until you trust them. And then your husband, even though initially, like, he trusted you and you helped open him up, long term, he did the opposite, where he actually opened you up, because like you've had to be a little bit more careful in life than he is, because you go, oh, no, not so fast. I prefer to go a little bit slower, and this is a different pace for me. So if you can understand that long term. And
yeah, she hasn't checked in, so I don't know if she's still here.
Did Mish checked in, though? Did Mish checked in from earlier?
Mish didn't. So hopefully
I'm
they'll
seeing
go back
her
and
around,
check
so
in.
that was
Yeah, maybe you're seeing something I'm not, in different comments too. But we can, next time we spot them, we can just go, hey, go back and watch the replay.
Where is everybody?
I know, right? Evelyn was making a funny comment. I think maybe when we were talking about life paths 9 and how hard it is, she goes, how do we trade it for another number? So, yes, we were talking about 9s, Evelyn. You and me, kid.
9s are great. You embrace the 9s. 9s are the most capable number in numerology. It's the genius number. 7 and 9 is the genius number. So 7 is the number of mental genius and the higher mind. And 9 can be all the numbers. So 9s are the channelers, as well as they're the higher creative mind. So they are very proficient in the arts, but they can pick up anything very quickly. So 9 is more difficult to work with, sure, and it leads to a lot of disappointment. But actually, once you learn to swim the difficult tides, you have way more accomplishments than the other numbers. So it's kind of like you only make, oh gosh, what's that saying? It was in my head for, it's like, maybe Jennifer, you know what I'm talking about, but people have like, you have to count the total number of misses that you have with all the ones that you make. Oh, I can't think of the saying. It was in my head, and then it's
the balance, or the hits and misses. Hits and misses. You're talking about.
Basically, right. If you allow yourself to have more misses, you will have more hits, because you're gonna try harder than the average person, and that's a part of it. So
us 9s are try harder. We're tryhards. We're diehard tryhards.
No, not all 9s are, but as long as you are, you will succeed way easier than other people. Yes. You have to have the tenacity. So as long as you enact your survival mode and you get into thriving mode with that survival mentality, actually, yeah, you're natural born leaders. So 9s are reluctant leaders, because they're surviving. They're like, I don't want to do more of this. And but the nines have all the capabilities and skills, and they get people and themselves out of a jam. So like they're literally made to like help others and rise and have the wisdom. So yeah, it's embrace it.
You and me, Stacia. You have the most lovely comment from Rohan Trindle. I have the utmost faith in your honesty, Kelly. What you are saying is so true. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and wisdom, as you definitely know exactly what you were talking about. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Oh,
Rowan.
that's so
Thank you so
sweet.
much.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Thank you.
Lisa's saying how cool this is. And Kim is like, Pisces girl here. Lisa is she's sharing the mermaid vibes with me too. Lynn is saying son and daughter are both nines, so very compatible family, which is lovely.
Yeah,
And so
well,
I think this is about the nine. I think, as I
oh,
was saying, we're like prehistoric creatures that have never died. We've never been wiped out through all of that. That's how I feel. I'm like some one of those weird things that happens to still be living. I'm like, I don't know.
well, sixes and nines, they can have
Mm.
the dinosaur feeling sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
right, yeah, they take on a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Stacey's like, that makes so much sense. That's so true. And then Evelyn, Stacia's saying, I literally became me at 50 too.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well,
cool.
that also can lend itself. So, Stacia, do you know about if you have any eights in your chart? So, eights are late bloomers. Um, and they will come into like feeling like themselves or having autonomy finally, usually in their 40s and 50s, because 8 is like the number of details, and it's the number of accomplishment. So they put a lot of pressure on themselves, and they have to take their time to do well because they're doing double the work of other people. So what happens is they can deflate their own ship or be so critical of themselves that they delay their evolvement because it's just never good enough. So they don't even get out the door sometimes. But when finally they allow themselves to be themselves or to do whatever they want to do or to be okay with the fact that it's not perfect, my gosh, they're amazing with what they can accomplish, and things come to them they manifest the quickest of any number when they finally are steady and sturdy enough within themselves. But it takes time. This is the one that I talked about where they have to plant their seeds, and their roots have to be deep in order for them to blossom and be fertile. But yeah, you probably have an 8 somewhere. 8s are notorious for taking their time.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
it's
and also,
a different type of life. It just is. We
yeah.
have,
And
they usually
if
live
you're doing,
longer too because of that
oh,
reason. Yeah.
hey, look at that.
So
Yeah.
you get extra
Um,
time usually.
yeah, I love that. And I'm thinking also too, just being a mom, you're just busy taking care of your family, and then finally they're able to take care of themselves, so then you finally get your turn. And so it's not so much as maybe a late bloomer, or as it is just like finally you get the time is right, if that makes
Well,
sense too.
for 8s, it is the late bloomer, but if you
Hmm.
have a lot of 6s, like you were the mama, if you were the paternal figure, if you're single
Uh-huh.
parent, or if you had kids and you were like the soccer mom, or you were like the homemaker and you really wanted to be there while your kids are growing up, that's life of doing it for everybody and not thinking about yourself first. And so then you have time to do that later. So like you want to enact a theme of like, I take care of the people around me, and you're your energy is very, very motivated by that. So that comes out in
Hmm.
6s a lot. That can happen to 9s too as well, because they are almost, forgive me for saying this, but sometimes they're guilt tripped into being
Hmm.
the best for their family because like karmically they want to heal what has happened within the family and what will continue to happen in the family. So they feel like an enormous responsibility. Sometimes they want to be there, sometimes they don't want to be there. But yeah, 9s as well can have a later in life success for those reasons. So they're for different reasons. And 8, you hold yourself back, and 9 themes, family, karma holds you back, and you have to conquer that.
So much to work through.
Yeah. Right.
Mish did check in. Yeah, Mish did check in. She had a phone call. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love being live. Like, oh yeah, I'm having a phone call. This is awesome. I love it. Mish, tell us what's going on. Then you're back.
She's like, I'm here. And she's like, I'm a Leo. And then she was, where did I know she said it here somewhere. She's like, sorry, I had a phone call. I know I saw it here.
Did you hear about what we were talking about earlier, Mish? Did you hear about what we were going over?
Let me see here. Oh, so Heidi messaged her. Here it is. She's like, so sorry, I had a phone call. So yeah, Kelly did, there was a comment that you had made and you put in some numbers and Kelly went over them with you. So you can go back and watch the replay.
Okay.
She was talking to her grandson. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. So like, I'll just say something really quick. Like if you can understand, like you were born on the 14th and your partner was born on the 12th, that's what we were talking about. And we were talking about how like when you met, like both of you like were talkative one another. It wasn't like one was really shy. It's like you brought out electricity with each other. And it was just like on, right? If you can understand this. So
and she's saying yes.
She's saying yes.
Yes.
She's like,
aha. She's like, aha.
Aha. And I said some other things I don't remember. Maybe I can remember. She said, interesting, yes. Okay. Can you also understand that, like, oh gosh, I'm in my head, I'm like trying to remember. Can you understand that your partner kind of was like, they couldn't figure you out, even though they're very intrigued by you? I said that earlier too. And then you felt very like pulled into the other person. And you're like, I can re-listen. So I'll just give you that.
They've been together 34 years. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So she says they've been together 34 years. So Heidi knows them. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. That's they've done well with their numbers.
She's saying pretty much yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was like, I got an oddball. I'm interested. I'm not just saying that because
a little mystery and mesh. We love the mystery. We love.
But Mish, you were born on the 14th, so you're a 5. So you have unpredictable energy at first impression. So some people are very intrigued by that, and some people are very unsure about it. Okay, but you attract a variety of different people to you, and thus you have friends of all different shapes, sizes, demographics. You pull a bunch of different, even chaotic events to you at times, and you just laugh your way through it, if you can understand that. So your husband understood this energy on a certain level and was very intrigued, and was like, oh, I'm interested, but you're a firecracker. So let me know if you understand that. Say, yeah, for the but not your husband, if you can understand that, because it was electricity, right? Aww. But for others, yeah. So I'm glad you can understand. Zero Fox is my daughter. Oh, hello, Zero Fox.
Cool.
Hello. That's so great. Her daughter's
the
like, I love
this.
That's yeah.
So cool.
It's cool. You can like read for dynamics within the family too. That's like a different type of love show as well.
Yeah. This has been a lot of fun. It's really fun going over the numbers. So just to recap, if someone wants to know their life path number, and hello to everybody who's popped on. We've got a few going out and a few coming in. If they want to know their life path, they just have to add up the month, the day, all the single digits, the individual digits of the month and the day and the year. They don't need to count zeros, and that gives them their life path. And then I think you said the month and the day is their attitude. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then the day was their
personal day number, and that's the energy you give off when someone first meets you.
Okay. And is that the day of their birth? Just the
Yes.
day. Okay. So
Yes.
if their personal day, let's say, is the 24th, then it would be a 6. They would just add those two
Correct.
numbers and make it a 6. Okay. Because we're always condensing the numbers to 9 or less. That's
Yes, a
base.
single.
I got the basics down.
Yes, you do. It's very good.
I got the basics
Mish.
down.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'll let
No,
you.
no, you're fine.
I,
She's saying daughter is the 17th and her partner is the 13th. So an 8 and a 4.
oh, her got it. Her daughter's partner got it. So your daughter is an 8 and her partner is a 4. And yeah, this is another indication of like when they first met each other, they felt
Mm.
comfortable with each other. So there was a feeling of coming home, if you can understand this. This is
Aw.
like kind of like a soulmate. I feel safe around you. I feel comfortable around you. I'd have to look at more of their numbers, definitely. But both of you, your daughter and you, Fox, I'm going to call you Fox, and your partner, you have a feeling of sturdiness and reliability, if you can understand this. So I want to look at more Fox's numbers, but yeah, it's like the energy, like, or the, the vibe from daughter to mother, very different initial impressions and personalities.
Okay. I love that. And Evelyn, you're right. Yes, 10 reduces to 1. Yes, that's
Correct.
correct. By the way, everybody, Kelly, if you wanted to get your numerology chart done, you can go to her website to book a session, kellybrickel.com. And all of the shows are also on the sacredspiralnetwork.com. And you can find her on Facebook, Kelly Brickel Psychic, Sacred Spiral Network, on Instagram at Kelly Brickel and Sacred Spiral Network, and on YouTube at Sacred Spiral Network and Kelly Brickel as well too. But the easiest thing if they want to book a numerology session with you would be to go to your website. Would that be correct? And then
Yeah.
fill out a contact request or
Yeah. You can also email me. Like my email is through my website. It's energeticsessions@gmail.com. It's one I've had for my business for many years. But you
okay.
can email me there, and you can, if people have found me through my programs, or if they have
Mhm.
referred, I do give discounts too. So if you want a nice discount, come and email me and say I watched a show, whether it's mine or Jennifer's, or a friend, maybe if you've recommended them to come on by. That's me saying thank you to you.
Aw. And Nancy's saying, yes, you are amazing. And Misha's saying, thank you, Kelly, Jennifer, and Heidi. Heidi went and got her for us too.
Thank you,
So thank you,
Heidi.
Heidi. Thank you, Heidi. And Heidi's saying, love you, soul sis, to her. That's so sweet. I love the love here. We're so lucky. So
The love here is so good. I mean, like Kim,
yeah.
Heidi, Evelyn, they've all like hunted down different people and be like, you're up. I've done that with people. You've done that with
You're
people.
getting a
Like,
message. I've done it too.
yeah,
I go
we'll
track them down.
message
I
you.
know. You're getting a message. Get your butt back on the Facebook. That's
like
too funny.
I've never, it's funny because we've never met some of these people, but just sure the chain of, because someone knows somebody, you'll just be like, hey, let's pass this message along, because we know it will get to somebody. Get the person off the phone.
I, it's a spirit works in strange ways sometimes.
Exactly.
Michelle is
Exactly.
saying this was
Hello, Michelle.
amazing. Thank you so much. A lot of hearts, a lot of love too. So just really really sweet too. So
Thank
I
you.
we've been going for a while, but we covered a whole lot of information. And thank you for sharing so much wisdom and knowledge with us. It's been really really helpful for all of us too. Anything else you would like to share with us, or final words you'd like to leave us all with this evening?
Gosh, I'm really compelled to do some, like, in the future, some more relationship, like numerology, because we've been kind of describing what brought people
Mhm.
together, but I'd love to like
Yeah.
talk about dynamics that are, coming online, dating. Like, oh gosh, that'd be just so
Okay,
fun.
we'll do a part two. How does that sound?
Sure, I would love that. I'd
Okay,
be honored.
we'll do a part two, and then people can, it'll be a little bit more reading oriented. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah, it's totally up to you.
Okay, cool.
However, I just am very compelled to do more of it. But yeah, like with everybody, please learn about numerology. You're gonna have to look at someone's name too, but start with the birthday, and especially for the life path number and the attitude number, it's gonna let you know so much about if you are walking the world in a similar way as your partner, or if you communicate in the same way your partner does. And it will let you know a good chunk about how you guys work together. So start there. So I encourage everybody with numerology, please start there. Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
I'm a goofball. All right. Thank you so much, Kelly, for sharing all of that with us. That was a lot of fun. And please do reach out if you're more curious about your numbers and you want to find out what they say about you and your relationships. Please get a hold of Kelly and you can book a session with her. She really is excellent at everything she does. And that's not because I'm a friend. It's because I know how good she is at everything. So thank you so much. And again, we have many, many more shows coming up this week on the Sacred Spiral Network. And you will find Kelly joining me once again this Friday. We're going to do a reading show for Memorial Holiday Weekend, accompanied by Lynn Juno, Fran Pierce, and Nancy Muratala as well too. So I don't do that many of them, so you don't want to miss that one coming up this Friday.
You're surprising me. Last time I talked to you, you said you were thinking about it. So this is breaking news.
I texted you, but you didn't answer back, and so my psychic senses says you're going to be there.
When did you text me today?
It was yesterday or this morning.
Oh, I didn't see it. I don't know why. I thought you were putting it together. Like, oh, got it.
Yeah, it's just because you're busier than God, and you get so many messages, and you know that's how it is when you're busier than God is herself.
That makes sense. I should have known.
Oh my gosh!
Breaking news for me.
Surprise! Breaking news. So anyway, see, I'm psychic. It's all going to work out fine. So anyways, and please also do join me next Monday with my dear friend, Vietnam veteran, Ronnie Shabazian, so we can honor those who have sacrificed in service to our country. And that'll be at 12 p.m. next Monday, Pacific time, and 8 p.m. in the UK. I know it's an American holiday, but we always welcome anyone from any country who knows somebody who has served to kind of join in the honoring and the sharing of love and support for anyone who has served. So please do join us for that as well too. Any other announcements you'd like to share, Kelly? You've got a show coming up on Friday too as well, correct? This coming Friday?
I have the Psychic Hour. I should know everything off the top of my head. There's a lot of things in my head.
I know there's a lot of shows this week.
I do have the Psychic Hour coming up, so please join me for that. That's for sure. And I could tell you who my guest is. Let me let you know that. I think it's oh my God. Oh, I'm in the wrong calendar. Well, it's somebody, and they're amazing. I don't sound very professional right now.
We have so many things that it's so hard to keep track of everything, and we're just like, yeah. And then I always feel so bad if I mess up. I know it's hard.
I didn't come prepared to talk about. Isn't that so funny? I didn't come prepared to talk about my shows, and I better. But definitely, I am on next week. I am coming on Wednesday and Friday for the Psychic Hour / Numerology Hour reading shows. I do have a guest this week. God bless whoever it is, and thank you for putting up with me.
I think it's Taurin. I think it's Taurin, love. Taurin
it's not. It's not. We're playing around with the dates. It might be Sylvester.
I'm looking at it. Guest healer.
I have to change it.
Take a look. You might have to change it. Okay, that's what happened.
Originally, but we had to move things around.
Okay. Yes. Okay. We'll find out soon, everybody. So
that's part of the reason why I'm just like, hi, everybody. We'll figure it out.
I know. But the Psychic Hour is this Friday. That's all you need to know for now. Okay. And Michelle,
I do have Sylvester Allen coming up soon. I will say that. And I do have Christopher is going to join me for another reading show. I have more people than that, but wonderful people, thank God, are back in the house. So
Oh, I love to hear that too. And Misha's saying, Kelly, you have a new fan, her daughter.
thank you. Thank you for understanding, like, with the
That's so
reading
sweet.
energy. It's so
Yeah.
fun because you can just take the numbers of when people are born and just find the smallest bit of information, but it lets you know so much about them. And we weren't even looking at the main numbers. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
It really
I know
is.
it's so fun. I know you could go. I know it just goes on and on and on and tells you so much. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm
Aw, we love you,
I'm
Evelyn.
blessed. I'm blessed,
Yes.
Evelyn and Mish and Fox. I'm blessed. Thank you. And Kelly, congratulations. Her son is getting married this weekend.
This
And
Saturday.
so,
Oh,
yeah. So that is
congratulations, Kelly.
congratulations is right. Your son is getting married on a 1-5-6 date. And so usually there's a correlation with like the partner and the son, the groom, and their numbers will play out in a certain fashion that matches their birth date numbers, or at the very least, it shows you the pace of the day. So heads up, if you can understand, they have strong opinions about their wedding. Can you understand that, Kelly? I'll
Let's
let you
see.
close. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting really distracted. Sorry,
She
Jennifer.
said thank you. I know you're getting all excited, right? It's okay. She said thank you. Yeah, too. So I'm sure she understands too.
They
We'll
got
give it a
strong
second and
opinions
see.
of their wedding. They have it like
And
very
congrats from Evelyn. Yeah,
total.
and she
She said
says
totally.
totally.
They wanted it a certain way.
Gotta be this way. Okay. Okay, kids. That's so funny. Oh my
It is
gosh.
funny. I'm just
Yeah.
like, wow, numbers are crazy. I love it.
No,
Um,
they are awesome. They're magical. They're magical. So I can see how much you love what you do. Not only how good you are at it, but just how much you love what you do, and that just makes it that much more special too. So, um, all right, my dear, I'm gonna let you push the button, and I'm gonna say thank you all for joining us this evening. And we look forward to seeing you on the many future shows coming up here on the Sacred Spiral Network, Embracing Infinity this Friday, and my Memorial Day special with Ronnie next Monday as well, too. Please do have a beautiful week. Take good care of yourselves. Extra, extra good care of yourselves, my friends, too. Live well, love you well. And I look forward to seeing you all very soon. And thank you so much, Kelly, for everything that you have brought to us here today. And to all of our friends, they're still here with us. They've been sticking along all the way too. So lots of love for all of your support, positive energy, smiles, and just gratitude all across the board. So thank you so much, everybody. And we'll see you very soon.
thank you. And now I can't even talk. Now I push the button.
Now you push the button.
Here we go.